This tutorial covers everything you need to know about the buried map, origins and surviving for high rounds. This does not teach you everything you need to know about the map in general. It just gives you a guide on strategies, perks and weapons. Hopefully you guys find this useful, and if you would like to see more of these, please leave a like, subscribe and comment down below. So, for round 1, what you basically want to do is just go around and find every single zombie and just knife them for a kill. Although, what I do here is when I start actually getting some zombies, if I just fast forward here. It takes a while, I know. Yep, I just knife them, and then on the next round you will kill zombies in a slightly different way. You'll just simply fire a round of bullets into them, and then the last few zombies that you knife will, obviously you won't have any bullets for them, so you'll just have to knife them twice. Now, this video was recorded on original difficulty. This is my first time playing Buried on original, and I think it went really well. I continued this video, I continued this game and was able to get to round 32 with the strategy I will show you when we get to later on. Now, the first 2 rounds for me are just point building rounds. The first 3 rounds, really, on any map, usually I would use as point building rounds, which are essential for getting set up as early as possible. Now, what you'll see at the end of round 2 is I will go around and basically do what I need to do for most of the setup. As you can see, I am shooting the 8 times and then knifing them for the kill, and I'm sort of missing the knife. And I'm starting to double knife some of the zombies there, just so I don't have to do it later, just to save time. Also remember to rebuild 4 barriers at the end of round 1 for points there. Had quite a bit of a clutch there. But once you get your kills, then you can just jump down and then you can start your setup. So I'm gonna skip ahead. Oops. I'm gonna just, actually no, I don't need to. Basically just buy quick revive and get the Remington wall by, go and put that on the wall, and then just jump down. And what you want to do, you want to buy the door to the part shop and start making the trample steam up here. Now this is important because this is going to be a very useful thing for the strategy and for setting up, and you want to build it as close to the strategy area as possible. So, if I just skip ahead through building the trample steam, the parts can be found on the barrel, on the shelf, next to the stairs on the top floor, and then on the table on the room on the top floor. So, as you can see, I have got the trample steam. I go down to Leroy's cage, I unlock the door, go and pick up the booze. Now, because this is in theatre mode, you won't be able to see that the booze is there, but you can see it as popped up as an icon. And what this does is smashes the barrier so Leroy can get out. Now, this tutorial will not cover like everything you need to know about Buried. This is just a strategy, because Buried is an easy map if you know how to play it, and this is just the start of a series of strategy guides for a lot of different maps. Because a lot of Black Ops 3 maps are coming out now, and soon I'll be doing strategy guides for them. However, they might be more live streams because I don't have a good recording setup for my PS4. That's why you haven't seen any PS4 videos ever on my channel. But anyway, what you want to do now, you want to line up Leroy, go and get that first one, and that booze I took from the bar after buying the first door on the bar. Now, you want to try and get all of these lined up if possible, because if you miss, then you're going to cost yourself more money to buy more booze. Now, he successfully got that, and you'll notice that you get money for every time you hit the barrier. Now, the more points you get depends on the distance that Leroy runs. So if you can do it, if you can hit the barrier from maximum distance, then that's good. Now what you want to do, you want to buy the stairs, you want to jump over here and into the power room. This saves you buying yet another door. Now all you need to do now, really, is just go and start putting some warbys on, I suppose. However, I don't do that until round 3. Now, I go to the bar at some point in this round. I can't quite remember when. This is a week ago I recorded this footage, and now I'm just getting down to the content. But as you can see, I go into this room here. Now, what you want to start doing is you want to start putting warbys. Now, is a very good idea. I really do recommend this. You get the A94 wallby and you put it either here next to Leroy's cell or up on the stairs. I want to go locating this fine, but the A94 is by far the best wallby in my opinion for Black Ops 2. Except the MP40. I really do like the MP40 on maps like Origins and that. Now you want to aim for headshots, just because you're not wasting that much ammo. So you just want to kill every zombie in this round and leave one. So once you do that, you come over to the salon or to Leroy's cage. There will be a booze in either one of those areas, and I just see the booze there. Now for some reason you could see that. I'm not sure why. But anyway, you need to take Leroy down the Juggernog tunnel, and then you just need to fire him off to that barrier there, or debris, whatever you want to call it. And you want to get it down there just because it is at maximum distance. Now, this is something I just found out in this game. Now you see Leroy fails that, and I'm quite annoyed about that. But something I found out, I did not know this until I did this game. Leroy will actually pick up a drop if he walks through it. I did not know that. But anyway, as the game progresses, you see I open this door, get the candy, and go and get Leroy to smash down the box. And this is done by getting him over at the box as close as possible. Because I want him to get as close as possible. So you can see I'm just trying to get him a bit closer. And then you just go face the box and then give him the candy. And you'll go smack down the box. And what this means is that you will never get the teddy. This box will always be there. So, I go ahead, get a box, and get the Cat 40. Now I take the Cat 40 because it's a very good point gun. Even though ammo is not great, it is great points. And I just go ahead, kill the zombies, and proceed to round 4. Now, round 4 is yet another zombie killing round, so I will skip through this. You want to try and build up as many points as you can. If you get a nuke, don't get it. If you get a carpenter, get it. Now, as you can see, at the end of this, I buy I buy Juggernog. So at this point, I now have 2 perks. So then I head to the saloon to go and get this round's booze, and once again miss it. Anyway, I go and give it to Leroy, and I attempt to do that barrier again, except I don't bother doing it at a distance. I just do it from there because getting it from Juggernog for me is very difficult. I always miss it. So once you've done that, you can go and collect different warbys. See, I get the PDW and go and put that at the top of the stairs. This is what I do for every game. I put the A94 outside his cage, the PDW on top of the stairs. I go and take whatever gun that was. I can never remember. I think that might have been the MP5. But I go and place down the Campbell Steam, jump over to Speed Colour and place that wallby there. Now, if I had enough, I would have bought Speed Colour down then. However, I didn't. I try to get the Campbell Steam, but I just leave it there. Anyway, then I go and get Galvanicles, and I always put Galvanicles on top of the saloon, and you just go up the stairs, go over here, and place it on here. Then I jump back down and head back to here, waiting and looking for the zombie for this. And I then buy Speed Cola, jump over, collect my trampoline, and there's a zombie, and I, for some reason, don't decide to kill him. Yep, oh no. I think I'm killing him. Oh no, I'm killing him. So I got an insta-kill there, so that's not really what I want. If you try to avoid insta-kills unless you're in danger, because you want to maximise points, obviously. Now, I do sit around and try and get some knife kills because it saves ammo, and since I don't have any ammo in my Cat 40 anymore, you get 10 plus 100 of those. That's 140 points you get for each knife there. However, you could potentially get more with a gun, depending on what gun you would get in a box. So this is yet another zombie killing bit. I'm going to skip past all these zombie killing bits until we get to the actual strategy. So this, so basically the way you kill zombies really is just by that starting area. Anyway, I go and get this round booze after saving yet again one zombie. I get Leroy and I take him over to here. Now notice I didn't destroy the barrier to this area. I just bought the 2 doors. It's much quicker, much easier. I prefer doing that. Now this debris can be tricky, so I tend to do that one up close. Now this opens up the way to Vulture Aid if you guys want Vulture Aid, but the perk loadout I recommend is Quick Revive, Juggernog and Speaker, and then double tap. And also you will eventually be getting like Mule Kick, Vulture Aid and Stamina up the more you play through the map, because what happens is you go through the witch's house occasionally, every so often, and you can try and get a perk bottle, and that gives you a free perk and it's random. Now I always love to have Vulture Aid because it can really save you with the green mist, I hope I'm saying that right, mist, I'm pretty sure that's right. Anyway, there's a famous strategy that a lot of people use where they camp in Juggernog and just let the zombies come toward them. Now that is good, however, I don't do that when I'm trying to save a last zombie because you don't really know what is the last zombie, but I just go back to training afterwards. Now I get another booze, I take Leroy over to the witch's house and I go and destroy this debris. Now I have enough to buy the door and you want to make sure you have at least 3,250 because you can go straight to the door, buy the door and then go and buy double tap. As you can see, I go ahead do that now. Now if you want to activate the Easter eggs, because I do love the Easter eggs and I absolutely love it, there's a teddy bear in this room as well as next to Quick Revive near there. As you can see, I sort of failed there. Now I have a bit of a problem where I completely forgot to buy ammo. So I'm just going to skip going through the witch's house, but my best strategy is to just go through slowly. Now as you can see, I'm completely out of ammo. I'm trying to work out what to do. They can't be killed by grenades or by knifing. I almost died a couple of times as well. So I head back through, end up losing all my points, and I go to buy more AN-94 ammo, then remembering I have no points. So then I go to the bank. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I go to the bank, go and get some money. Then I go and buy AN-94. Now this is a good example of a problem you might encounter. Now, I suppose the best thing you can learn from this is to always make sure you have ammo. Now, luckily I got Vulture Aid first try, so I was very happy about that. Anyway, I go back through, and the reason I actually... Oh no, sorry, no, I don't go through. I decide to wait out another round. I shoot Leroy because I don't need him and I absolutely hate him. Sorry all you Leroy fans. I'm sure there's a lot of Leroy fans. But anyway, I decide what I want to do is get a good gun from the box that I want to pack a punch. Because what I like to do is pack a punch like at the same time. Like I don't want to just keep coming back and forth through the witch's house because the witches can be quite a pain to go through and you lose a lot of money. Which is why the Awakened Gazebo achievement, for example, is so hard. That's the, apart from the Easter egg, that's the only buried achievement I don't have yet. So yeah, just another zombie killing round. I'll skip through this. So I get the Ray Gun Mark 2. Now, I would prefer the Ray Gun Mark 1 normally. However, for the strategy, the Ray Gun Mark 2 is better because you're going to be camping for the strategy. Now, the two strategies I'm going to be showing you, one I have found to be better, which is the second one, but both of them are camping strategies. So you don't want splash damage. So Ray Gun Mark II is ideal. Its ammo is okay. Ray Gun Mark II is just one of those backup weapons. Now if you end up having Mule Kick, which I'm pretty sure I do end up getting in this game, you definitely want the Paralyzer. It is, because it is first of all essential for the second strategy, and the second strategy is completely based around the Paralyzer. The first strategy is not so, however, is more effective with the Paralyzer. I will come to explain a bit more of that later, but originally I just thought of go through the maze real quick. I get here, I end around, step in the green mist for no reason, and continue around. Now, for this you basically just want to get points. Kills, points, whatever. Try not to die as well, like a couple of times. Max ammo are very useful. It will take you'll be in the place for a couple rounds. Now you can try camping in the pack-punch room, but it's a very bad idea because there's a barrier there, so you can easily get overrun if you're not paying attention. Now since I had a trample steam, it is good to maybe put a trample steam at the barrier and then you can focus on the door. Now luckily I had Vulture, so if I did get cornered in this room I could maybe look for a green mist somewhere. Anyway, now I do not recommend pack punching mid-round unless you are an experienced player because it can be quite difficult. But yeah, I'd say I was able to do it. You have to be very careful when pack punching in this room because when you're not looking, a zombie could come, or you could get overrun by zombies, escape, but not make it back to your weapon, and that's a waste of 5,000 points. So, then what I do is I go through a couple more rounds trying to get as many points as possible, and try and pack punch. Now, I go back through the witches. I can't really remember why. This is the best footage I can. This is the best footage I got. I've tried for a week to get footage, but I just got Mule Kick. So what I start doing now is try to get the Paralyzer, I assume. But anyway, this is an example of the first strategy. The first strategy I'm going to show you is basically just camping in Juggalo. Now I know you will have seen me do this in an early part of this video. However, I didn't really show it for that long. It was only about a couple seconds. But now, towards the high round, you want to get right at the back of this tunnel because you'll get overswarmed completely. Now at this point, this is round 10. The AN-94 with double tap is like a 1-shot to 2-shot. It's very good weapon. Ammo's not too bad either. You can't see the ammo, but it is on at the moment you can see the ammo, but when pack punched, it gets 600 reserve and 50 in first clip. Reload's not bad either, even without speed color. So I'm really debating on whether or not I get the DSR-50 there, because I do love the DSR-50, but I wanted the Paralyzer. But I get the FMR. I had a bit of boxer, but then I realised I don't have enough money. So I kill the zombie with the SMR. And it's like 4 shots, something like 4 shots, no, it would have been 6 shots without double tap, and I'm very surprised by that. Because the SMR is a terrible gun. Anyway, I go through another round of zombie killing, and it's not till, I think maybe round 13, that I went until I pack a punch. But, see, I get the Barrett, and then the Cap 40 again, and then finally the Paralyzer, and I'm very happy about this. If you get a nuke at an end of a round, then it is good to get it, because it gives you 400 points. I wouldn't start getting nukes until you actually execute the strategy, but I wouldn't risk it for drops like this. Like if it's like in a place and you're not sure if you can get to it, then don't try. But anyway, I do yet another round of zombie killing. Kill a ton of zombies, get points, and max ammos, and all that sort of stuff. And then, beginning of round 13, I go to the witch's house and just run through that with the Paralyzer, which is a very bad idea. Don't try and kill witches with the Paralyzer, it doesn't kill them, it just stops them from moving. So, remember, just take it very slowly. Just always take it slowly on that bookcase. Now, if you're playing co-op and trying this strategy, this is a solo strategy, so I wouldn't recommend it for co-op, but if you try doing a slightly similar but different version of this strategy, then if you're doing co-op, try and just send one person through the witch's house at a time, because you can easily get overrun by witches, which results in all players losing most of their points, or if not all of their points. So, surprisingly, the route through the maid was exactly the same as the last time I came through. It's supposed to change every time you come through, I believe. But just be aware of that, if your route is not the same as mine. Anyway, I killed these zombies, get enough to pack-a-punch the paralyzer. I believe I pack-a-punch first. Oh no, I pack-a-punch the Regal Mark II first. This is a very good loadout, by the way. I found it worked exceptionally well. The AN-94 Regal Mark II paralyzer. The paralyzer is the main weapon for this. AN-94 and Regal Mark II are just great backup. Anyway, I finished round 14 and then head through the witches. As you can see, I'm hoping to get stamina. Even though this is a camping strategy and obviously stamina is not essential, this is a pretty big map, so if I want to like go around the map to maybe get perks after I go down, which I actually don't in this game, not until round 28. I will show you some late game footage actually of how the strategy goes in the later round, but this is just a round 1 to 20 survival guide, so I will show you a bit of footage of my final, of some downs that I had in this game and my game ending down. And so, I had a really annoying down, I remember. Now, something that can be quite annoying is changing weapons with mule kick. And I haven't tried this yet. I keep meaning to try it, but I wonder if you like double tap Y, then you get to the gun you want. Like if you hit Y once, then you just get to the gun with that you want anyway without mule kick. But with mule kick, you have free weapon, you're having to cycle through. So let's say you're on gun 1 and you want to get to gun 3. I wonder if you double tap Y twice, it goes like faster. Like if you hit Y twice without mule kick, it just brings you back to the weapon. Like you just move it down, then moves it up quite quickly. I wonder if that would be the same for mule kick. So that's something I've been meaning to try. Anyway, this is where I start the strategy, and I show you strategy 1 for round 15 to 18. Now, it's important that I show you this strategy during the high round, so I'm going to skip through the rest of round 15, but you can sort of guess how this strategy goes. Now, because, in my opinion, the second strategy is better, I'm not going to fast forward any of that at all. The second strategy is basically you use the paralyzer to get up onto this roof ledge. Now, there's a piece of debris behind you. It is extremely important that you do not buy this, because then zombies will spawn behind you, and this is the worst place to be. Now, what I love about this strategy, first of all, it's very easy to kill zombies, and if you ever get overhoarded, you can just simply drop off the ledge. Now, if you get overhoarded in the drug camping spot, you can't escape, which is a very significant difference. Now, this is by far my favourite strategy now. I used to always use the Juggernaut camping strategy, but now that I've found this strategy, credit to Loaderboy for showing me this strategy, I really do love it. It's very good. As you can see, you can easily get kills during interkill. You can pick up your little ammo and money drops from the boat trade. Now, what I did every 10 to 20,000 points that I got, I went and deposited it all in the bank. Because this is like the first time I'd ever really had a lot of money in a zombies game. Because this was actually a very good round. I can't even remember what round. Did I get? I can't remember if I got to round 32 or 34. No, I got to 32. And then later on that day, I had another game with loadout doing this strategy co-op, and then we got to round 34, and then last Monday or Tuesday, I had a game of the Giant with him, and we got to round 36. So I've had like a really good week of like breaking my personal best, because before the Courtberry game, my best was around 33 on Origins. I know it probably doesn't sound like good, but for me it was a very hectic game, that game. And before, actually no, never mind, I will just keep repeating myself. But as you can see, the strategy is working very well for kills, so I'm going to skip through this bit. It's very easy. Now, if you ever need to get something, you could just jump off the balcony, kill some zombies. Because we're still in the low round here, it's not hard to survive with powerful guns. So, anyway, this is then the point where I go to deposit my bag. Now, I'll show you how you do that. Now I had a bit of trouble finding it there, but you just quickly keep tapping and holding X. Now, when the zombie gets there, you just run around him, just go try and deposit too much. Don't wait for a while. Now I can't remember if it was this game or another game where I almost died putting money in the bank. Now never ever go and put money in the bank mid round or at the beginning of a round or anything like that. I always save a bit of money as well, just in case you go down, so you can just go and get some perks. Now I only